Hello everybody, welcome back to another All Maverick reaction where we are on Firefly, episode 12, The Message. We're on the final straight now, guys.
Yeah, a bit bittersweet though, isn't it?
3 episodes to go, well, including this one. Yeah, and then of course the movie. We have been getting some messages as well, people telling us that there are some little shorts that come between the series and the movie or something that we should check out.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe we might do those then, tackle those.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about those, but I will investigate. So, last episode we watched Trash, where we saw the return of Saffron. Was that her name? Saffron?
Yeah.
Mal's, lots of people's ex-wife, I guess, probably the best way of putting it. She approached the team about a job to go and steal one of the very first laser guns. Of course, she ended up trying to screw the gang over, but the gang kind of sort of triple-crossed her because they had Inara waiting for Saffron, who had snuck off to go and steal the gun from a bin full of crap. Inara went and caught her, got the gun off of her, and they left her in the desert, and then they all flew away. And Mal was naked. Right at the very end, there's a nice little
quite
bonus.
happy swinging his dong around, wasn't he?
He's very happy just wandering around naked. So now we are on The Message. Should we jump in?
Yeah, straight in, let's go.
Do it!
I think we're going to see the last two in this one still.
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to be maybe trying to sell it.
Well,
it's probably quite a hard item to sell.
Pretty cool space station.
You think you know, behind this curtain is the very secret they do not want you to see. Proof of alien life. That's right. Go ahead and laugh, sir. But what you see inside this room will change your life forever.
Yep, it's a cow fetus. I really know how to show a girl a...
Oh, they're on a...
Finally
I was about to say that. Are they on a actual
Take
date?
her on a date to a freak show.
Well, each to their own.
You manage to find the bright side of every single thing. You're kind of a genius when it comes to machines. You always say what you mean, and your eyes are... Every other girl I know is either married, professional, or...
There we go.
related to me, so...
You'll do. Oh, dear.
That's
Wow.
a thing to say.
That's like Tom dating
No,
tactics.
I get it. I do.
Scare her away again, did you?
This may come as a shock, but I'm actually not very good at talking to girls.
This priceless artifact, the biggest score of my unseemly career, and no one will touch it.
You're out of your league. You should consider my offer.
Look, just because you helped out on the job, don't make you a crook.
Got yourself quite a haul. You can sign for everyone, right? Sure. Good.
It's the first time we've seen a location like this, really, isn't it?
This one's addressed to you and Zoe, Mal.
I don't remember ordering any parts.
The little one's for Kyle.
That's like a person-sized box. Is there a body in it?
Saffron!
Did you order any equipment?
No, sir.
For the credits you've Maddie is
What is going to be in there?
and clothes to keep
Oh, we haven't seen Buck in a while, actually, have we?
No.
He wasn't in the last
No.
episode either.
No.
Wonder if there's reasonings for that.
Let's hope we get some funny hats, too.
Oh, it's like a sarcophagus almost. Like a cryo tube
Yeah,
or something.
Whoa, there we go.
Do we know that person?
No, I don't think so. Book still hasn't had a big part in, like, a very big part in any episode beyond the one where he got shot that time. We found out a bit about him. He's still probably the character who's done the least.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it must be someone they knew from their military days, I guess?
Yeah.
Since the first episode, we've not actually seen many flashback battles, have we?
Nah.
Oh, is that dead guy?
Is it someone they thought was, well, we don't... It's gonna be someone they thought was dead, is it?
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
He just wants his last kind of spam before he dies.
Exactly. Let me eat my spam. Oh.
Well done, Zoe.
Won't happen again.
It does? I'm just gonna watch. First rule of battle, little
You're eating
one.
beans.
Don't ever let them know where you are.
Tracy, ain't you dead yet?
Through no fault of my own.
I really wanted your beans.
I think he was actually an angel at one point, that guy.
Sir? Do we hold?
I don't want to die here. Forgive me saying, this rock ain't worth it.
Everybody dies, Tracy. Zoe, you heard the lieutenant give the order to join up with the 22nd.
I did.
Round them up then.
Seeker?
Oh, shit.
That don't make any kind of sense. Zoe?
I got nothing. But it's definitely Tracy.
So he is dead, isn't he? He's just been...
I don't know. I get a feeling we're going to find out he isn't. Oh, she's not happy with him. Look at River, she's got 2 of them now.
You are such a boo.
What do you got?
Hi, I guess. This is a message for Zoe and for Malcolm Reynolds. I'll spare you the boring details. All that matters is I expect to be shuffled off. And you two are the only people I trust to get me where I'm going. Which is home. We got the family plot there, and my mom and dad, well, they deserve to know I died. Tell my folks I wanted to do right by them and that I'm at peace and all.
Feels like, I was gonna say, it feels like the budget on this one's slightly higher.
You are an ugly-looking little quim, you know that?
Whoa.
Where's my body?
I don't know.
The dead guy. He got shipped here. Malcolm Reynolds. Where do you suppose he's off to?
He captains a Firefly. You should be able to capture him if you leave now.
Skunk, light him on fire.
No.
What? Oh, fuck me, what?
Tell anyone we were here. Warn Captain Reynolds that we're coming, and you'll wish that we burned you.
I wonder what the relevance of that body is for him.
He's alive.
You think he's alive?
Alan's
Okay.
calling him.
He's alive.
I don't think they two should be together.
Oh, I suspect you'll be around long after we're all gone.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, River, that might not be the best place.
Very comfortable.
The colonel must have said something.
Cool, fuck.
We hit?
You are in possession of stolen goods and are ordered to cut thrust and prepare for docking.
Police procedure has changed since I was little. He calls back, you keep him occupied.
I don't get this. They're after Tracy?
There's just something else in that box.
Empty.
Well, they want this body for something.
Check up his butt. He's dead, Alan.
Yeah, I think. you keep holding on to that, Alan. You keep holding on to it.
He's been open before.
Well, let's see what's in there.
Used as a mule.
Oh, fuck off, Alan. Seriously.
Wankers. What did I say? He's alive.
That's outrageous.
Sorry for jumping on you the way I did.
All right. You want to explain to me exactly why you got yourself all corpseified and mailed to me?
I just wanted to get home, that's all. Except there's them that take exception to that. To me leaving.
Oh, he's good.
This man appears to be in cardiac arrest.
He's got something in him, hasn't he?
Tracy, you having a heart attack? My God. It's not just the heart muscle, it's everything.
All the moving parts. That's what they want back. They got scooped out. Replaced every bit.
You're smuggling human organs?
Another buyer was willing to go 3 times the going rate. It's enough so I could get my folks off that rock they've been forced to live on. Set them up someplace better.
Wait.
Someplace warm.
But where would you get
Yeah, I
your
was gonna say,
organs
is he
back
gonna
from?
die?
But how would... If they can get his organs to wherever he's going to...
Yeah, I don't quite understand.
Could they
Yeah,
get the other
that's-
organs to wherever he was going to?
I'm still confused by that.
Tracy, you go on down below. We'll handle this. There. Think you can do it? Watch me. Attention crew, this is the captain. Sit down and hang on to something.
So we got married. Well, that's good. People making a life for each other.
There's a fence station right here, but our friends haven't made a transmission since they broke Admiral.
If you got put in a bad spot at all, Kaylee, I'd be real unhappy.
They're not behind us anymore.
Probably above you. Oh.
There. Now, they shut down the main power. They might not read our auxiliary under all this.
Bombing it, are they? Yeah.
Let's call them. Fly out of this canyon. Let them board.
We let these men board. We're taking an awful chance.
No, thank you.
Oh, dear.
Put that thing down, boy. You have no idea.
Oh, shut it, Shepard.
Wash, call the cops.
But I'll kill him. I'll put a hole right through him.
Do it.
No!
Oh.
You showing?
You shot me.
Book.
How's Zoe?
Zoe.
Kaylee, get out of there!
Oh.
Ram it, Mel! You know, Kaylee, I need you to fly me out of here. Can we take this shuttle and just go?
You brought this on yourself.
Do you think I'm stupid?
In every way possible.
You repping out as stoned killers, but I still remember the old Sarge with his stories and his homilies. Yo, what are you now?
That call means you just murdered me.
Oh!
Well, Mac, I think I broke your junk.
Little problem during shipping.
You won't be taking us in, nor the boy who's dying up there. Why is it you didn't call in for backup? Put you about 8 sectors away from your jurisdiction? I don't imagine it would bother anyone if we laid your bodies to rest at the bottom of one of these canyons.
It's damaged goods anyhow.
makes you look like an idiot.
Oh, poor Jane.
Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be.
That was a good plan.
I think so.
Sard,
Right here.
you'll do it. You'll get me home.
Yeah.
When you can't run, you crawl. And when you can't crawl, when you can't do that,
You find someone to carry you.
tell my folks I wanted to do right by them and that I'm at peace and all. When you can't run anymore, you crawl, and when you can't do that, well, yeah, you know the rest.
Okay, so that was the message. Let's take a quick moment and then we'll jump into this episode. Okay, so we're back after episode 12 there, The Message, which was another relatively straightforward story, I think. There wasn't a lot of side stories going on. In fact, I don't really think there was any side story at all going on in that episode. It was really focused around a man, Tracy, from Mal and Zoe's past, turning back up a guy who they were in the war with 7 years ago. Actually, you know what? Before we really get going on this, I think you two owe me an apology.
No.
It wasn't a body, I told you.
You're right, I'm not apologising.
Yeah. Well done,
Yes.
you.
Yeah, well done, Alan.
Alan,
He's a legend,
you,
isn't he,
honestly,
Brass?
you're so amazing. Like, honestly.
Thanks.
Like,
this is what I was looking for.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without you in my life.
When I go to sleep at night, I have to look at a photo of Alan to make me all calm.
I knew that was true.
You did that as well.
Again. Right, so a body turned up on a space station for Mal and Zoe. Turned out it wasn't a body at all. It was their old sort of war buddy Tracy, who had taken some drug to make himself appear dead. It was all a bit of a ploy. He was on the run because he would become basically an incubator for organ harvesters. He'd found someone better to try and sell the organs to. That had all gone a bit tits up, and now he was on the run. He ended up on the run for the enforcers. They started chasing the Firefly. Eventually, they were left in a situation where they had to basically let these enforcers on board the ship. Tracy wasn't a big fan of this, and he kind of showed his true colours at that point, where he started turning on the crew again, basically saying that he'd only sent himself to them in the first place because they were the kind of saps who would go the way of getting his body back home. Turned out that Mal and the gang had a plan, so after some pretty serious words from Book, they left, leaving the crew with Tracy. But during their standoff, Tracy had taken a bit of a chest wound. I'd say a bit of a chest wound. He's bleeding pretty profusely. Tracy then died, and the crew still continued to take his body back to his family. So, what did you guys think of that one?
It was quite a nice little episode. Like you said, there wasn't many side stories to it. I think it was just like kind of emphasising the connection that Mal and Zoe had with their team back in the old war, being honourable and just doing what needs to be done. It was like when they picked up the casket in the first place, Book went to help lift it, and Zoe was pretty much like, get off, this is like one of our military team.
Yeah, well, that obviously kind of ties in, right, as this message that popped up a few times throughout from hearing the message that you sent, which was when you can't run, you crawl, and when you can't do that, you find someone to carry you. But that you find someone to carry you line we only heard at the end of the episode, because before that we only kind of heard the first sort of 2/3 of the message.
As always, it's Firefly. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite episodes.
I'm going to go as far as say I think that was one of my favourite episodes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Each to their own.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
What made that one of your what about that one made it one of your favourites, Brass?
I just it was quite emotional, to be honest with you.
It was at the end.
I thought that guy the Tracy guy was really, really good, and it's the first time, or one of the first times in the series where we've had a supporting character that is basically. I didn't feel like from all the other characters. Usually with each episode we get like some sort of extra bit of knowledge or growth, or pushing their characters forward. I don't think we really got that much from this episode because it was because that character was so strong. I feel it was
very focused on him, wasn't it?
I thought he acted it really well. Like I thought like genuinely I thought that I thought that was really good. Like he's like the whole sort of damaged by war sort of thing. I believed all that. I really enjoyed it.
He had some interesting sides to him, didn't he? Obviously, he was, we got to hear, when they thought he was dead still, we got to hear about his jokey side from Mal Mal and Zoe talking about how he'd cut the mustache off of one of their military leaders and then glued it to his own face as a joke. And I think one of the big things that we've always seen throughout Firefly, and we've spoken about it a lot, is how like Zoe and Mal are like the parents.
Yeah.
But that obviously was something that still went back to their military days, to the point that this Tracy realised that he could kind of use that to his advantage. You know, once they found out he was smuggling organs, they were still very much by his side because of this kind of, I don't want to say like blind faith.
It's like a bond they have, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. This bond they put in people, which sometimes is to their detriment, and people can use that against them. Like we got to see that, you know, Tracy, he was a guy in a sort of a desperate situation, but he was in a desperate situation of his own making, right? He'd fallen in with this group of smugglers, you know, to try and make himself some money. He had then chosen to try and sell those organs to somebody else, knowing the situation he'd be in. Then he was very happy to pull a gun on Zoe, Mal, Book, hey, even start threatening Kaylee. He was happy to put their lives on the line to save himself, like to take out an entire crew. He even called them saps.
And even with that though, I didn't dislike him for that because of that whole war, you know, what it does to you type. You know what I mean? Whereas in the past we've had people come up against them where you just don't care, right? And he's just like, there's no. Whereas this guy,
there's been a lot of black and white villains and good guys, hasn't there?
Well, this was pretty layered, I think.
This was a lot more grey area,
And look, also, it's always good when Book shows up and shows his worth to the crew.
Yes,
which he did again.
I'd be interested to know with Book. Obviously, like he specifically knew that he spoke about when the Allied guys came on. He spoke about the fact that they were like their stripes were from a region like 8 sectors over, and like he obviously knew this. He knew this well, right? And this obviously, I don't know if this is the kind of thing that everybody would know. You know, that you know that they were out of their jurisdiction, as it were, But it gives us, I think, even more of an idea that Book has a very good knowledge of the Alliance and the way these things run. So maybe even more hints towards the fact that maybe his background lies in that he was somebody somewhat involved with the Alliance at some point, or maybe even respected, maybe even higher up. You know, tying back to the episode where he got shot and he got seen to straight away on that Allied space station when they found out who he was. Yeah. And it was nice to see Book doing something, right? Because he's probably still the character I think we know that we've seen the least of.
Yeah,
it's true.
Even to the point there's been a few episodes he's almost not been in at all.
Yeah.
So a few other little fun things we got a nice little some nice little moments there from Jane with his mum sending him a hat.
I love that.
Oh yeah,
we
need a moment for that hat.
You're kind of waiting for that. So his mum sends him a hat. You're waiting for it to have like something happen because he's wearing it then throughout the episode, and then at the end that guy just goes, "Your hat looks stupid," and it was just
look like an idiot.
There's no need for that as well.
Yeah, you look like an idiot.
Poor Jane. It's like.
Yeah.
But you know, I hope he wears that now because I feel like that's like from a kind of like a. I was going to say, has he got the least unique attire or design from a visual point of view when you compare it to everyone else? Whereas now you put that hat on him, it's like that's it. That's his thing now. Now he's the most iconic one out of all of them.
So also, as we mentioned before, we got to see Simon having the least game in the world by basically telling Kaylee that. Like they were having a moment, right? They were on a date at the beginning. It was all going well. They were looking at like pig fetuses, and then he basically said, "Oh yeah, we get on really well as you're the only option."
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't know.
He's not going to fulfill her needs, like what she's looking for. I don't think. He's just a bit of a wet end, isn't he? He's just a bit of a drip.
I think he's probably very used to a lot of women who kind of just like fawn over him. You know, that like he's this like hotshot young doctor, good looking guy. Like I think he's, you know, used to women who kind of probably don't challenge him the way that she will.
We had that those few episodes where he seemed to be coming into the lifestyle, if you know what I mean. Like as in he was involved in a couple of battles and or like firefights or whatever. It's like, oh okay, like So
I mean even River called him out, didn't she?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Even River
she
said
broke
that,
character
he was
to call him.
Yeah,
call
she
him
put him like a boob or something.
Yeah. A boob. Yeah.
From the off, you got an idea that this Tracy was a bit of a wild card, right? Which obviously just became more and more present throughout the episode as it went along. I was also interested to see that. Did you notice the point that another point on Book really was when Book was saying that we need to give ourselves up. He was very sort of Mal was kind of putting the intimidation on a little bit at first, you know, but Book was not backing down at all. He was just face to face, eyeball to eyeball with him, just kind of like you get a feeling from Book that he's he's like, oh, I've had run-ins with much scarier people than you in the past. So again, just nice to see a little bit more from Book in that regard. I thought it was a solid episode. I think that again, it's not in my top few, but it's like top mid tier. If I was to say,
yeah, I wasn't putting the episode down earlier. I just said it was. I really enjoyed it. It just wasn't one of my favourites. That was all. But...
Yeah, that's fair.
I did like the little comment that there was a bit of a callback where Mal was talking about. It was when they were talking about how you die. He was saying somebody's carrying a there's somebody out there carrying a bullet for you. You just need to try and die of old age before they find you. And then at the end, when he got shot, he said that Tracy said that you murdered me. Mal said you murdered yourself. I just carried the bullet for you for a while. Yeah. I thought that was it was his decisions, his choices that kind of eventually put him into this position. But it was interesting, right? That even he called them saps, and at the end, even after everything he did, they still stood by him, right? Like they still didn't give him up to the alliance. Yeah. They kind of made sure that he did get home. He did get back to his parents. So
which is nice.
Maybe not the way he planned.
Nice touch at the end, with his family there.
Nice for those carol singers to turn up to play him out. Okay, so that was episode 12, Trash. Another solid episode, right?
Yeah, they've all been solid.
Yeah. Well, we're on the final stretch now. What is the next episode? Anyone know the name of the next one?
Yeah.
And the next episode is going to be episode 13, Heart of Gold. So I'll be interested to see what that one's about.
I don't think we've ever tried to think of the title. And guess what it's going to be.
No, we have on
they're
Lost.
all pretty vague.
Yeah.
So
on Lost we've been guessing titles, but these ones have been a lot harder. Okay, well if you've enjoyed this episode, everybody, please leave a comment below, give us a subscribe if you're not already, give the video a like. Remember, you can also head over to allmaverick.com where you can check out our videos, our blogs, our podcasts, all that fun stuff. A lot of regular news going up there as well. And on Tuesday and Thursday evenings, 9 PM British time, we are also streaming some of our favourite video games over at twitch.tv/allmavericklive. So come and join in. You can also join our Discord server and chat to us about TV, film, games, all that fun stuff. And the links to that are below in the description. Right, shall we get out of here, guys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.